alileta bwatyo abebaka kwa Yesu wamu naye kubanga ekyo kye tubawulira mu kigambo kya Mukama waffe.
Basebo ne banyabo, kitalo nnyo, kitalo ddala, tufiiriddwa kitaffe mu mwoyo. Nga bwe bagambye sijja biddamu bye bamwogeddeko ne bonna ababadde boogera muwulidde nga bakomyawo ebigambo bye yatugamba ng'akyassa, ng'avumirira obutali bwenkanya, ng'avumirira okunyigiriza abantu, ng'avumirira obutali bwerufu, ng'avumirira abakulembeze abeeremeza mu buyinza ne bwe kiba kyetaagisa kutta abantu. Byonna yabyogera ng'akyali mulamu. Yali musomesa era n'atusomesa, kati nga tumwerekera ng'agenda okwebaka olubeerera kikakata kuffe ate okuyimuka tutwale omulimu gw'abadde akola mu maaso, kuba tekubadde mulimu gwe, gubadde mulimu gwa Katonda. Era nkyogeddeko ne mbajjukiza ebigambo ebikulu ebyatubuulirwa Archbishop Desmond Tutu ow'e South Africa mu biseera biri nga abaddugavu bakyanyigiriza ng'abazungu bakyanyigiriza abaddugavu. N'agamba nti bw'oba ng'osirise oba ng'oli mu kwekkiriranya mu mbeera erimu okunyigiriza, then oba osazeewo kudda ku ludda lw'oyo anyigiriza. Era kitujjukize bakadde baffe ffenna, naddala abo abakulembeze mu madiini ne mu nzikiriza, nti kitukakatako, kibakakatako bakadde baffe okutulaga nti bwe tuddukira ewa Katonda tuba tuddukidde mu kifo ekiri seefu. Era y'emu ku nsonga lwaki obaolyawo abavubuka ennaku zino nga tebettanira nnyo nzikiriza, ate nga tuli mu biseera bye tusinga okwetaagira Katonda. So kitujjukize, obulamu bwe butujjukize nga tumukungubagira, naye ate nga tutwala maaso omulimu gwe Katonda gweyamukwasa ogutuyamba ennyo, era gwe tumanyi tugujja kuyamba ne bannaffe bwe tuba tetusirise ne tukozesa amaloboozi gaffe ne twogera ku mazima, ekikyamu ne tukiyita kikyamu, n'ekituufu ne tukiyita kituufu. Mukadde waffe wumula mirembe, tuusa okusaasira kwange eri Orthodox Church mu Uganda, naye ate okusaasira okunene okuli eri bannayuganda bonna bonna, oba aba Orthodox oba abakatoliki oba aba Protestant oba abasiraamu, kubanga ebigambo bye bibadde birwanirira ffenna abannayuganda. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala, Omukama ab'omukisa. His Eminence Bishop Macharios from Nairobi, Kenya, the main celebrant. His Grace Bishop Sylvester Chintu from Gulu. The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Right Reverend Kazimba Mugalu, the Chairperson of the Episcopal Conference of Uganda, Bishop Ziwa, the Apostolic Administrator of Kampala Archdiocese, His Grace Bishop Semogerere, the Katikkiro of Uganda, Oweekitiibwa ennyo Charles Peter Mayiga, the Katikkiro Emeritus of Uganda, Oweekitiibwa Joseph Molanyamuli Semogerere, the Chief Mourner, the Honorable Jessica Alupo, Sebo, the Leader of the Alternative Government in Parliament, the Deputy Mufti of our brothers and sisters, the Muslims, Honorable Members of Parliament, fellow leaders and rulers present. I add my voice on the massive voices of Ugandans and people of the world in mourning our father, our spiritual father, now the late Archbishop Janan Wanga. Before us, brothers and sisters, lies a man of God, a man that used his voice unshakenly to speak truth to power. We are all driven to come celebrate him, although for the last time, while we lay him to rest. So much has been spoken about him as a person that was unshaken. In our generation, it was just memories of people like him, the noble men and women of God that spoke the truth even when the truth was dangerous. While we were remembering the lives of Bishop Janan Wumo, who was killed for speaking truth to power, it was almost impossible to have such characters, but we are proud in this generation to have lived and touched the hand of people like now the late Archbishop Janan Wanga. Ladies and gentlemen, it is rather disturbing that in just a few months, about 8, but certainly under a year, that we in Uganda have lost outspoken religious leaders, and some of them in ways that we have not been explained to. We will remember that we lost recently the Archbishop of Kampala, Archbishop Cyprian Kizito Lwanga. We lost a Muslim Sheikh, Sheikh Anas Kalisa. A short while later, we lost a very outspoken Sheikh Nuhu Batemu Zata. And this is supposed to remind us, ladies and gentlemen, that in this time that we live, when the common people are no longer free to speak the truth, to defend their rights, it is only the religious leaders that we were relying on to defend our rights. I will not repeat the many words that the man lying before us spoke to the nation against injustice, against clinging to power, against oppression, and now we are laying him to rest. All of us are present. The world is watching. Now that he has, by the grace of God, lived his life to fulfillment, it is upon us to carry on the legacy. While we lay him to rest, it is our time to stand up and work. Work with our mouths, work with our bodies, but stand for what is right. Stand for what is right. Let us be reminded to stand for what is right. At least let's take it from the house of God today. One noble man of God called Archbishop Desmond Tutu told us that if you are neutral in a situation of injustice, then you have chosen the side of the oppressor. The church leaders have largely been either silent or outrightly on the side of oppression when people are oppressed. For us as a generation, it speaks volumes about church. We will remember that we are living in a generation where young people, young men and women, are constantly being driven away from the church or from religion. Why? Because those that we believe are supposed to say the truth, to speak truth to power, have either been threatened or compromised. Let this be a reminder, ladies and gentlemen. Let the world not constantly mourn the loss of the Archbishop Janan Wanga, as a loss of truth, as a loss of a voice, because he taught us, he was a religious teacher. He taught us it is our time to show that we learned. And to our leaders and the rulers, it is important, very important, that we are reminded, especially in death, that all of us are but just mortal. We are the same. At least let's remember that when we are being laid to rest.